thing you need to take care while writing the subjects, because you cannot highlight all the points, just you will keep on writing in a paragraphs and all. That will not give the correct idea what you want to convey. So wherever the flow diagrams are there, that you do it must. Okay, whether it is mentioned in the question or no. So that will fetch you the good number of marks. But normally for the management, you will not be able to put all the points here and there. You will miss out 1 or 2 points. So because of that, you may not be able to get the full marks for the theoretical subjects, not only for the management subjects. For the theoretical subjects, it is difficult to get out marks. In that case, how to improve those marks? By adding on all the sketches which are there, so that by looking at the sketch itself, the evaluator will be able to understand what you want to present in your answer for particular question. So that you need to take care while writing henceforth the exams. Is it clear? Only that is the thing I have noticed. I was going through few of the papers today in the morning session. So that is what I have noticed. Rest all other things you added the points, technical study, the product and the raw material feasibility, I done it very good. Definition of a project, categories, everything is good. But few of them, not all of them, few of them they have missed these sketches for project life cycle. Okay, so it is must you need to add that sketch. Is it clear? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Just keep a note on this, okay? Henceforth, whenever you are ready. Are you able to see my this thing? Question paper, what I have given?
Yes, ma'am.
You are able to see through the presentation? Just I will focus on the quiz questions. You are able to see the question paper?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the first question was project scheduling and coordination techniques are. So in the tools and techniques, you have a list of tools and techniques which are used for a project in a different phases. So for the scheduling technique, what you have used? We have used the bar chart and life cycle curves are used. LOB, that is line of balance, and the network analysis. Among four techniques are there. Among four, you need to write two techniques, any of the two techniques. Okay. So then order of magnitude has dash percentage of accuracy of a project cost estimation. During the cost estimation, we are doing the cost estimation in a different phases. In order of magnitude, in the very first phase of cost estimation, what is the percentage of accuracy you have? It is plus or minus 60%. We will not be able to do that one. That is, so still 60% errors are included in cost estimation, what we have done during the very first phase, that is conception phase. That is what is the meaning. Many of you are not written the things. Quiz questions you are not able to do it. Okay. So few they have got out, few they have got 9 on 10, few hardly they have got 2 marks. Okay. What are the determinants of a project success as per the iron triangle of a project is considered? I have gave you in the very first class itself, while giving the definition of the project, what are the constraints? What are the constraints? In that constraints, a project manager has to complete the project, that is cost, time, and the performance. Cost, time, and the performance. Cost, the budget is a main constraint for completion of a project. Time is again one more constraint. And after completing everything, your performance of the project is another constraint. Along with this, customer relations, how you are maintaining the customer's relations. That is the outside external constraint, what we can say. So that is what are the determinants of the project success as per the iron triangle diagram. Constraints, what I have asked, cost, time, and the performance. So the next one is project selection techniques are. Project selection techniques are your cost, very first, cost benefit analysis. It is difficult to remember at the first time, but you have only the tools and techniques you need to remember. Cost benefit analysis and the risk sensitivity analysis. These two are quite interesting techniques. If you want to go through, you can go through the project management by Prasanna Chandra book. They have given it very nicely. These two risk management, risk analysis with respect to the project management. So there you can do it. Then the next question was, which of the following statements is true? So the projects are one-time process. Projects are customer focused. When customer gives only, you will start doing it. Projects have a clear set of goals or the objective. So all the above is the correct answer for this question. Coming to the category, grassroots project, many of you have written very correctly for this. Grassroots expansion and a modification are the major categories of projects when you are classifying the projects. That was the answer for that. And the ratio of average annual estimate after tax to the average book investment after the depreciation. This is one of the order of magnitude methods, cost estimation methods. In that you have a subdivisions, no, that the formula I have taken it from that. If you are writing order of magnitude is also okay, or the other answer is also okay, but many of you are not written the answer for this. Just go through, it is one of the formula of cost estimation of the order of magnitude, subdivisions. Okay. This 9th question everyone has written clearly. What is the correct sequence of a project life cycle? That is initiation, conception itself. They have called few of the books, they will call it as a initiation, planning, implementation, and the project cleanup. Through all these life cycles, the project will go. The last question, which stages of the project management life cycle needs the maximum time of completion? That of course it is an implementation. Around 80 to 85% of the effort is required during the implementation phase itself. The first 3 phases, conception, definition, and planning, those are the administrative phases. So everything will be done on black and white papers. When you can see the project which is coming out, which you can see physically, or the object of that project during the implementation. The actual work, the major work is there in the implementation phase itself. So these are the answers for the quizzes. Okay. Any queries regarding your internals? Everyone, all 59 students, they have submitted. No, I have checked how many number of students everyone has submitted. No question of present or absent over here. Any queries regarding writing any of the things? But for the same questions for the final exams and all, as I have mentioned, these questions will carry around 8 to 10 marks. So you need to increase the points to be added, the sketches to be added, and the explanation part along with the few of the examples wherever it is possible. Okay. Anything you want to discuss, because it's the second management paper you are writing, so it will be a little lengthier one, because you were writing online and you will fall short of a time because you need to scan PDF that and all. So I asked you to write in brief for this internal, but the same questions will be asked for the final exam. Don't say, ma'am, we have written in brief. You need to add out all the points. These questions marks will be normally of 8 to 10 marks. Okay. Because of an internal, just I gave you the suggestion, just brief out because you will fall short of time. Yes, clear? Shall we move on to the, yes? Okay. Shall we move on to the third unit? We were doing the types of organizations. Types of organization. How many types of organizations we have studied? Around 5 organization types we have studied. So the next major part in this is the light is enough on the screen? We are able to see, read clearly?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. In a Google Classroom, you have submitted the 25 marks ka hai, but I don't know how you have written for all the subjects in the same assignment itself. You have written the theory as well as the quiz, 25 marks IA and 5 marks quiz you have submitted, or they have created one more Google
No,
form for that, the quiz?
ma'am, we have submitted in one document itself.
One document itself. No?
Yes,
Okay. Then we will record those 5 marks in a hard copy. I thought only I have done some mistake. Okay, no.
There is some method by which you can store it as 25 and 5 on the classroom itself.
How?
Ma'am, some professors have done. Ma'am, I guess Tushar sir has done that. Yes, ma'am.
Let me check then how to do it. Because when I was going through the few of the papers, I found only we can give the 25 because I have set the question paper for 25 marks. I need to check that 5 marks quiz. I have recorded in a hard copy whatever the marks you have got. Let me check. If there is an option, I'll find out and I'll do the thing. So after completing all the valuation, I will send you a return marks. Everyone is getting 24, 25 only. There is no worry of getting the marks. Only the quiz part is here and there. Normally, if it is offline also, the same thing will be there, no problem. But difficult to answer. Sometimes the management quiz also will not be able to understand what to answer for that because so many number of things will be there. Okay, no problem. You can do it next time. Everyone has done good, but only thing you need to increase the input speed as well as sketches wherever that there it is mentioned or not mentioned in the question. Try to add those. Try to add the diagrams and the flow diagrams. Okay, that is only one thing I can give you. Okay. Want to do the okay, I'll make it full screen so that the next part is who is called as a contractor. So normally major work of the project is given to the contractors itself. Who is called as a contractor? What is the role of a contractor in this project? What are the agreements you need to do before giving the contract? How you are finalizing the contractors, that is through the tenders and all. And what are the 3 R's of contractors? That is responsibility, reinvestment, and the risk associated with the contractors. Okay. So can anyone tell me who is called as a contractor? Who is called as a contractor? I have given some of the things over here. Just apart from that, in general, what idea you have about the contractors? Normally, your construction work, electrical work, plumbing work, when you are giving the building for a construction, the other sub parts will be your plumbing, then electrical work, painting work. Again, the major, whoever is the contractor, he will again take down these subcontractors. According to you, who is called as a contractor? Then we will come to the industrial point of view. Can anyone unmute and answer for who is called as a contractor? Yes? So whatever I have given here on the slide, it is with respect to the project management. You will assign your construction. You are the owner of that house. You want to build an house. So what you will do? You will assign the work to the contractor, civil contractor. Suppose if at all you want to lead and coordinate all the contractors, yes, definitely. You will go with the civil contractor, you will go with the plumbing contractor, you will go with the electrical contractor. So what you are doing? There you are assigning some particular work based on per unit or per square feet or depending on the work what you have. So that is per unit, what is the cost? You are doing an agreement. This is an agreement between the owner and the work who is doing it in terms of the work activities and with respect to the cost. So with respect to, but suppose he is a civil contractor, per square feet, he is going to charge some amount. I don't know the exact amount, what they are charging. Per square feet of a construction of your wall, whether it comes a window or whether it is a thick wall or whatever, the total area is measured and per square feet area will be taken for calculation of the contractor. Based on that, you are going to pay him the money. So during the agreement, you are doing what is per unit cost and what material he has to give the specifications of what material he is using, what kind of a steel grades he is using, what is the RCC structure, that and all in detail he has to give it. Plumbing, whether it is what kind of a material that in detail they will be giving. Electrical, whether it is a concealed or non-concealed, all such type of material details they have to give. Then only you are going to finalize. Then you will finalize depending on the material what he is giving and the rates will be finalized. So for that, just orally you will talk? No. You will do some sort of agreement in black and white paper. You are doing some sort of agreement, then you are going for finalizing the contractor. The same method of contracting, even we are using it in project management also, because major works will be done through the contractors itself. If it is a small project within the industry itself, that is what I have mentioned here, in-house resources. In-house, within the industry, whatever the resources we have, that we are utilizing and we are able to complete that project. When the project scale goes on becoming complex in a size as well as the activities, then you need the extra resources. You need the extra resources from the outside. So that extra organizational resources are required for that, for execution of that project. If it is a small in-house only, we are completing that all, then he is not called as subcon. Within the industry itself, the other department people will come and complete your works. Suppose we have, if you are taking the example of our own college, the maintenance work throughout the college will be done from the mechanical department, from the mechanical section. The maintenance of electrical work will be done by the electrical department within the college. Even, yes, as and when the work arises, they will go and attend all the activities or the work which is there within the college. When it becomes bigger in size, then within the resources which we are there within the college, that may not be sufficient to complete that particular work or the activity, then you are calling the outside agency, external agency for completing that work. So that is what? The resources which are within the industry, then in-house resources will be utilized to complete that particular authority. The project manager has an authority, that again, we have in detail studies. He has got a power to get it done within the industry itself by making use of the resources which are available in the industry. When the complexity increases, when the work increases, the resources may not be sufficient which are there within the industry. So then you need to go for the contractors, extra organizational resources. You need to go for execution of the project. You need to go for the extra contractors. So what is contract then? It is an agreement between two or more parties in writing to do or not to do certain things. So contract is nothing but it is there in a written format, what to be done and what not to be done between the owner and the contractor. It is an agreement between two or more parties in writing to do the things which are there. Suppose if I am giving the machinery erection for one contractor, machineries whoever has supplied, they may go for sometimes the erection of the machines also. If it is a medium scale industry and all, if it is a large scale industry and all, they may not take up that execution of the work, erection of the machines. Then you need to call for another party, another contractor for erection of the machines and all. You should, when the project size increases, the each phase of the project, again it is subdivided into many activities. In that cases, you need a contractor for all these activities. Okay. I'll do it quick. Is it clear? Is it clear what I am explaining? Are you listening to me? I am going to see the attendance only at the end of my class. In between, I am not able to check your attendance. Just go through this. It is an important question again as an exam point of view. Okay. Any queries in this? Contractors? We are going to see. Yeah. Yes? Any queries? Anything you want to add on to this?
No, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. So first, issue of, that is notice inviting the tenders, NIT, inquiry will be done. Issue of NIT, notice inviting the tenders to select the parties, or the tenders will be released in the newspapers by the project authority and the sale of tender document. And also, suppose if you are going through the newspapers and all, one page is especially meant for the tenders, government tenders and all. You can just If at all, if you are not gone through so far, today or now at least you should start going through these tenders, what these tenders are, how it has been put, the work, calling for the contractors, what are the specifications they are giving, they are giving the deadline, they are giving the tender opening dates and all, what these all are. Just try to go through the tenders. Nowadays newspapers are available online, just you can go through, explore what exactly, how they are calling for the tenders and all. Okay, this is notice inviting the tenders. They have to issue the notice inviting the tenders. Minimum 3 parties need to be ordered. Suppose if you are conducting, just I'll give you the example itself. Suppose if you are conducting any of the work and all, so you will take 3 quotations. Why these 3 quotations are required? You might have come across all these things. So when you are investing some amount for some activity, you will collect 3 quotations from the different shops. What that means? What it means? Can anyone answer? What exactly is that? What is the meaning of collecting the quotations? Quotation in the nothing but per unit. They will charge so and so. What is the material specification? They will give in a quotation. Why you are collecting 3 quotations?
To check the rate.
Yeah, to check the rate and to compare the rates. At the same time, to check and compare the time when they can issue the material for you. What is the quality? What is the quantity? What is the cost? With respect to all these 3 things, you are going to compare, and but after analyzing, you are giving the best quality with a minimum cost, and who can supply continuously. So that is what is the motto behind collecting the 3 quotations. But for a simple works, we will go with the minimum cost. 3 quotations you will be getting. So that is without, we have not given any notice over there. But here, when you go for a bigger size of a contractors, earlier you need to release a notice. There are some procedures for releasing, finalizing the contractors that government has given. So you need to release a notice regarding your work, giving all the details, and that need to be published either online or through the newspapers or through the government sections. There you have to give the deadline for last date for applying, then the opening of the tenders and all will be given. So that is what notice inviting the tenders has to be given. Okay, so quite interesting topic to know the things. Then offer, submission of tender document by the bidder. So who is bidding the things, submission, the last date will be given for him. Then when you are going, this is the process the contractor has to go through: inquiry, offer, acceptance, agreement, then the contractor will be finalized. Okay, so this process has to go through. This is the procedure what we need to follow for the project contractors, for before finalizing the contractors. So these are the phases we need to go through it. What is inquiry? That work, what you are assigning it for the contractor, how you are giving, how you are doing it, that is by the notice inviting the tenders through the some newspapers or the by the who is giving it, the project authority will be publishing the notice in the newspapers and all. Offer, submission of the tender document by the bidders. The last date will be given for that. Before that, you need to submit. Acceptance, communication from the recipient of the offer to the bidder indicating the intent to enter into the agreement and acceptance of the same by the bidder. So when he is interested to do that work only, he will send the application quoting the different rates depending on the work. So then the project manager or the project authority will call as and when you are getting the applications, you are not going to open the bidders bidding rates and all that. There is a particular time fixed for that. On that day, on that time, you are going to open all the tenders for the government rules and all. Then you are going to list out who is quoting for how much, what is the quantity, what is the material, that and all will be analyzed. Even who has applied, they will be there while opening those tenders along in front of them. All these bids will be opened. Then interaction will be done with the contractors. Then you are going to finalize. Then the agreement will be done. Then a contractor is finalized. This is the procedure one has to go through when you are giving it for the contractor. It is nothing but taking the quotation itself. Bidders are nothing but they are bidding their prices. It is nothing but a quotation. What I have gave you very simple example to analyze and to compare the different parties, how much they are quoting, what is the history, what kind of work they have done, what kind of a quality they have given, when they are able to complete. So that all history will be collected later before finalizing the contractor. But the tender opening, as and when you receive, you will not open. So there is a time and date will be fixed in front of the other contractors. You will open and you will list out, you will analyze, you will interact with the contractors, then you are going to finalize. This is what is the actual procedure of finalizing the contractors. Agreement, offer and considerations as accepted, given as a legal form, that is in a written form it will be given, and contained duly signed by the competent authorities of both the parties. So both the parties will agree for the cost and the time of completion of work and quality of a work they are giving. Then on a paper they are going to do the agreement and both the authorities will sign on that agreement. Then contract. The contract consists of an agreement on a stamped paper, that is a stamped paper, and a detailed letter of intent with agreed variations, and the original tender document will be finalized. All that will be finalized very next. This is in short what is the actual process of finalizing the contracts. Is it clear? Yes? In between I should wake you up, I think so. Yes, is it clear? Are you?
Yes,
It's quite interesting to know the things, but just go through the tenders. So in the next class, let me know what are the tenders you have gone through and what details were there and what was the work, how they have mentioned that. Just go through it. Many tenders are available, even if you are typing in a Google also. But so far we have not noticed just what specifications they are asking, what is the tender opening dates and all they are giving, what is called as an agreement, all that procedure you will come to know through the actual tenders. Okay. So the next one is, what are the 3 R's? What are the 3 R's? Yeah, tell me. Sorry, yeah, okay. Thank you. So we will take up this in the next class. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, I didn't see the time. Okay. So what we'll do tomorrow, I'm not there. Okay. So we'll see you on Tuesday itself. Yes, thank you. Thank you, everyone.